Alexander pulls back. Mobley stays in front of him. Boy, that's some good. Oh, they call a foul on Mobley. Nobody likes to call in this building.
And look, for me, watching
to do in your first year.
Well, you think about the firepower that they have on that team. You got, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Fun to see.
And a whistle and a foul as Gilgeous-Alexander violation. Likely had Caruso not fouled. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to draw the ball. He's going to get to the as the game clock hits 5. And Shai is going to get Shai once again. He's got a little size advantage here, and assuming that's going to be Thunder.
If you've been in an online space around the NBA, you've probably seen the constant hate and criticism that the Oklahoma City Thunder go through. Honestly, as of recent, I get it. Every time you watch OKC play, it feels like the same experience. Somebody's getting shoved off a drive, Lou Dort's crashing into somebody's chest, Caruso is diving across the court like a maniac, and somehow SGA ends the night with 15 free throws, and the other fan base just loses their mind on Twitter. And now, people are starting to say that the Thunder are ruining basketball. This may sound dramatic, but it's not the first time this has happened. NBA fans say this every single time a new dominant team shows up. People said it about the Warriors because of the threes. People said it about Harden because he was the original foul baiter. And people said it about the Heat because they were the first big three that truly dominated their era. Now, it's the Thunder's turn. This Thunder team has become the perfect villain for modern fans. They're young, they're physical, and they're way successful extremely early. And most importantly, they're just annoying. The face of it all is SGA. Now let me say this first. SGA is obviously an incredible player. His pacing is insane, his footwork is elite, and he's impossible to speed up. He's probably one of the best slashers in basketball right now. If you don't support OKC though, watching him play feels like psychological warfare. Every game just turns into a debate about fouls. Thunder fans tell you he's crafty. Other fans say he's one of the biggest foul baiters in history. And honestly, there's evidence for why people feel that way. Look at this chart, for example. SGA falls 17.4% of his attempts in the playoffs according to the stat. That's way higher than guys like Brunson or Donovan Mitchell, and even way higher than James Harden, who in his time was the poster child for foul baiting. This doesn't automatically mean that Shai's flopping though. Sometimes players fall intentionally to protect their knees. Sometimes it's just balance. Sometimes there's real contact. But perception matters in sports. And right now, the perception around SGA is that every drive somehow ends with him on the free throw line. Then you combine that with guys like Lou Dort and Alex Caruso, and suddenly the Thunder become miserable to play against. Thunder fans call it playing hard. Most people would call it playing dirty. Personally, I think calling them dirty is exaggerated. I don't think this is some evil team that's just out there trying to injure people and, take their opponents out. But they do push physicality to the edge. Dort especially has become one of those players where if he's on your team, you love the guy. But if he's guarding your favorite player, you think he should be arrested. Every single game there's controversy. That should have been a foul. That was a flop. That was dirty. How are they getting away with this? Right now, they're playing the series against the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals. It's Game 5 as I'm recording this. And every game, both sides are just complaining about refs after every single game. The most terrifying part about this Thunder team isn't the foul baiting or the defense. It's the fact that this might only be the beginning. Behind all of this is probably the most dangerous man in basketball, Sam Presti. At this point, NBA fans talk about Presti like he's some kind of basketball supervillain. Because every few years, this dude somehow pulls off another ridiculous trade and ends up with more assets than he started with. The perfect example is the Paul George trade. Back in 2019, the Thunder traded Paul George to the Clippers and somehow got SGA, Danilo Gallinari, 5 first-round picks, and multiple pick swaps. At the time, people thought, wow, that's a lot. But now, that trade is one of the biggest fleeces in NBA history. SGA became an MVP level player. One of the picks became Jalen Williams, and OKC kept getting more assets out of it years later. And on the Clippers end, Paul George didn't amount to anything, and he left only a couple years after being in LA. And somehow, Presti just keeps doing this over and over again. Thunder fans call him a genius, and I have to agree. Other fan bases think he's conducting terrorism against the entirety of the league. And what makes it even crazier is that the Thunder still have an absurd amount of draft picks. Every year it feels like they own somebody else's future. They have their own picks, Clippers picks, swap rights, extra firsts, second rounders. At one point, they had nearly 40 draft picks stockpiled. So now imagine being another Western Conference fan. You already hate playing against this team because of the foul baiting and physical defense, and then you realize they also have enough assets to trade for basically whoever they want in the future. That's why people are so frustrated with OKC, because usually when a young team gets good, you can at least comfort yourself by saying, okay, well, their window, it'll close eventually, they don't have forever. The Thunder, their window might not even be fully open yet, and they're already, one championship deep in the conference finals, fighting to get back to the finals and maybe go back-to-back, Honestly, I think that's the real reason people are turning on them. Sports fans love young teams right up until they become threats. Everybody loves the underdog. But nobody loves the underdog once they're not an underdog anymore. Once they start beating the crap out of teams and SGA doesn't have to play in the fourth quarter because they're up so many and he's still, front runner for MVP, winning MVP every year, people don't like him anymore. The Thunder basically just skip the entire waiting period and they're there. The combination, it creates villains fast. So to answer the question, are the Thunder actually ruining basketball? No. Are they playing annoying basketball? Maybe. Are they playing frustrating basketball? 100%. But ruining basketball? No. If anything, the Thunder are just the newest version of something the NBA has always had. A team that everybody hates, a dynasty that everybody wants to beat, and just a team that everybody's annoyed with. And judging by how emotional people already get about this team, I don't see it ending anytime in the future. So let me know in the comments if you think the Thunder are ruining basketball. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and check out more videos in the future.